All right. Hi. Happy end of 2022. And we're getting ready to start 2023. And I love this time of year because I love new beginnings, right? Like I always think of August as like a new beginning because it's the beginning of the school year and the beginning of like the fall. And it kind of takes you through that little season from August to May. But then there's also the actual new year, which would be in January. It's one of my favorite times of the year because every year I create goals and a vision for the year to come. I've done this for years. I find it extremely helpful, and I'm going to talk to you about that today. So today is all about creating your own vision for the new year, and the way you can do this either through a vision board, on paper, on your phone, on the computer, however you want to do it. And I'm going to show you all the ways it can be possible and give you some cool like different platforms you can use and just give you some ideas of how to make it more clear so it will work for you, right? So your vision will happen, you will magnetize what you want, and you'll manifest what you want. All right, so to get started, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see the PowerPoint I made because it's actually pretty good. I like it. So a vision board masterclass is what we're doing today for 2023. And if you've never created a vision board, I highly, highly recommend it because it will help you attract whatever it is that you want to attract. You might think it's crazy. You might think it's weird, but I'm telling you, I've done this. I'm 49. I have done this for like over 20 years, and I'm getting better at it as I do them. And even now, even after creating this class, I have even become more clear on how a better way to do this. So follow along and you'll see. Okay, so have you thought about your plan for 2023 yet? You can think about it in ways of like your family plan, your work plan, a personal plan. What are your thoughts about what you want to happen for yourself in the new year in 2023? I suggest you get, because we're going to be talking a little bit about how this can work, some kind of journal. This is like a little journal that I use. I did a group a little bit ago and I bought some of these for the people in the group, but you can buy these at Michael's. You can also just get a traditional journal off Amazon or at not Michael's, Barnes and Noble. I was in there the other day. They have great journals. So I strongly, strongly suggest you get a journal to start writing out your ideas and your thoughts about what you want to attract in the new year. Okay, why should you do this? Why is it important to actually create something that you can have to help you move forward? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it gives you motivation, right? So when you do it, it's fun. It can be very fun to sit down and think about all the fun things that you want for your life. Maybe it's a trip to Disney, or you want to have an outdoor kitchen, or you want to have a house, like an extra house, or you want to rent an Airbnb somewhere. This is a great motivation for that because you can go and find all these things that you want in life and put them all in one place. Okay. It gives you clarity to know what you're working on for this year, right? Or the month or the week or whatever it is. It helps you move forward from where you are. If you feel like you're stuck in one place, this will help you move forward. And I really want you to circle back around with me next year this time and tell me what things actually came to fruition from your board, because I guarantee you, you will have something that has actually happened because of what you put on there. And below in the comments, if you have done a vision board before, I want you to write down something you've manifested from your board and how it worked for you, because the more we can share this with other people, the more that they can manifest things and get what they want in their lives. All right, so it helps you move forward. It's fun to do this. You can do this by yourself with a group of people. Last year, I started a tradition where we're going to do like a little vision board party at my house. And so we are doing another one this year. And so I'm having a few friends over to create our own physical vision boards that we're going to make. And so make it fun for yourself. You can also do it with your family, with your kids. I had Isak do one with me before. So if they learn to do this when they're little, think of all that they can manifest through their life. It's a visual reminder of what you want, right? So my vision board that I have from this past year is actually in my bathroom. I brought it today so I could show you, but it's usually hanging in my bathroom. And so every single morning I see it, I read it, I go over it, I have it in my mind. It's something that I'm thinking about every single day. saving money. The reason it says save money is because it actually helps you save money. Because if you're set on some kind of goal, maybe it is to go on a Disney trip, right? You're going to know I have to go on that Disney trip. That's what I want to do. That's my goal for the year. So then another part of your brain is like, all right, we're not going to go out to eat for lunch every day. So you're going to it's going to happen naturally, right? Because you're going to be thinking about what you actually want to happen. And so it's going to help you not make the choices that are not going to allow that to happen. It's going to help you organize your thoughts and get them out in a clear way. It's going to give you specific goals and help you with your goal setting. It promotes the law of attraction. So the law of attraction is that whatever you think about will come to you. A lot of people think this could be crazy, could be weird, but I have seen it work in many, many ways. And I'm going to show you that in a little bit. It also holds you accountable because you can look every week, every day, this is what I want to happen. And so you're thinking about it and you're like, how am I going to do this? Because it's not like you can sit at your house and it's just going to happen, right? You have to do things to make it happen, but it happens in an organic way. It's not hard, right? It'll happen because it's something you want. And then you're going to be doing little steps along the way to make that happen. Okay. So what is your vision for the year? All right. So it's going to share a little story with you. This is actually like a really cool story. So this is one of the things I manifested over the years. And the reason I want to share it is because it changed my whole life. I was single for a very long time. I did not get married until 2011. No, I'm sorry. No, I didn't. I didn't get married in 2013, but I met my husband in 2011. And so for years before that, I wasn't very clear on what I wanted, right? And so that was one of the hard things for me. And the reason I was having such a hard time finding someone and meeting someone is, I'll go up here for a minute, is because I wasn't clear. I was like all over the place with what I wanted. I didn't know what kind of person I wanted to be with. I didn't know the kind of person I was. It was just, I really struggled with it. I was engaged. We broke up. I had boyfriends, never worked out. And so it was me that was creating that, right? I was bringing that into my life because I was not clear on exactly what I was looking for in a partner. Well, finally, around 2010, I remember my mom saying to me, like, you're getting older. If you want children, I was 37 at the time. She's like, if you want children, if you want to settle down, you need to figure out what you're doing. You can't just keep having fun in that way of just like searching, like you really need to get clear. And I'm like, you're right. I really do need to get clear on what I want. So I created a list, and I'm going to show you guys my list of all of the things I wanted in a partner. And so I put it on this tiny, tiny piece of paper, and this is it. This is the actual list. And I kept it in my wallet, and I kept it there. And I made this probably the beginning of 2009, maybe. And I kept it there. And I can tell you that my husband is pretty much all of these things. And I manifested it, right? I manifested a partner to come to me with exactly what I was looking for. And so some of the things on here, I might change now, I might not change, I don't know, but this is what I wanted at the time. This is what I have, and I'm very happy. And we have our marriage and we have a family, and it's exactly what I was looking for when I manifested this. The other really cool thing I'm going to show you. So then as my, that one goal I had was to meet a partner, right? Because I was getting older. I did not want to live in an apartment by myself with my cat the rest of my life. I just started getting very, very clear. So the vision board I created in 2010, I'll show it to you guys. It's right here. So you can see it was just 2010. I was looking for a healthy, happy marriage. I wanted, there's hope. I wanted sexy 90. I think that's funny. Sexy. I wanted to be in love. It was all about love, right? Love and family. So everything I put on here was like a lot of words, and I tend to do that a lot. It says, I very much want to be in a relationship, but I didn't want to be in the wrong one because I just kept creating the wrong one over and over and over again. So, what's really cool about this picture more than anything, I have not looked at this vision board in years. It was in a folder. I pulled it out right before I created this PowerPoint for you guys because I wanted to see what I had done. One of the really cool things about this is about manifesting. Is this beach right here? I haven't looked at this beach in forever. And it says an island vacation for your family. You know that we've been to this beach 2 times now as a family, and it's in the Caribbean. And I've sat in those chairs. I had no idea that this was even on here, but I manifested that, right? In 2010, And now it's 2022. So I have created that in my life, which I think is very cool. And in fact, especially because I haven't even looked at that until I decided to do this. But that's one example of how you can manifest something. All right, let me share my screen again. Okay, back to the screen. All right, so step one, what you want to do, hold on, let me go back, is you need to write down, and I never really did this, but I think it's really helpful to do it because it helps you get more clear. And essentially I did do it with my list, but I didn't do it like all at the same time, but you can. So what are the goals you want to achieve and the feelings you want to bring to your life? So thinking about your family, yourself individually, what are things that you want to happen in your life that are not happening now? And what are feelings you want to have into your life that are not happening now, or you want more of them? So for example, I'm going to show you guys my vision board from last year. This was a big thing for me. We went through a rough couple of years. It was really tough on our family. It was really, really challenging. And emotionally, I was a mess. And I didn't even realize how much of a mess I was until really this past year. And I think it's because of all the things I had done on my vision board. So one of the big things I did was a lot of like what feelings I wanted to bring into my life. And so this was the one I did last year. And this is what I have hanging in my bathroom now that I took down for today. I wanted positivity. I wanted clarity. I wanted vulnerability. I needed to be more vulnerable because I wasn't, and that was creating a lot of issues just for me personally. I wanted genuineness. I wanted to be happier. I wanted happier things around me. I wanted calm. I wanted a happy place. So a lot of feeling words on mine last year because I just needed that because we had been through so much chaos. So as you're thinking about what you want for your year coming up, what are goals you want, right? And then what are the feelings you want? And then step two is what do you want to have and how do you want to feel? So now you can think of things you want to have in your life. Do you want to have a healthier body? Do you want to have a house cleaner? What do you want to have and how do you want that to make you feel? Okay. So you can go ahead and write that stuff down. You can stop this and then come back to it, or you can just keep watching. But that's step 1 and 2. So whenever you're doing this, you need to think of it as having purpose and direction. So when you pay attention to your thoughts, you will get what attracts when you pay attention to your thoughts, that's what's happening to you. And so like attracts like, which means that whatever is in your life right now, you have attracted it to you in some way or form. What you focus on, you get more of, and you can magnetize things to yourself. I have another example of how Jose and I actually manifested something together. So about 5 years ago, we were living in a house, we were renting a house, and we had Isaac, who was like 3 at the time. And we knew we wanted a house, but we just could not find anything we wanted. And so he knew he wanted stables and a horse, right? So that wasn't something I was interested in, but that was something he really wanted. And then we both wanted a pool. And I did not put this on a vision board or anything like that. This is just a conversation we had. And we also had been driving a lot around where we live. We drove a lot. We lived near the beach. So we drove a lot out there. We drove a lot in town. And so one of the big things we just kept talking about is we needed space for all 3 of the kids, and then the pool, stables. And now to think of something like that would be weird, right? Why would there be a pool and stables and have a space that we need, all the things that we wanted? And we talked about it so much that we were very clear. So we had a realtor who was one of my friends. And so she'd been helping us look for houses too. So we'd been in and out of houses like a ton. And so I was sitting on the couch. I remember this so vividly. And I was on Zillow and this house pops up and I'm like, Jose, I think I found our house. He's like, really? I'm like, I know this is it. This is it, because it has all of the things we've talked about. And sure enough, that's where we're living now. It has the stables, it has the pool, it has all the spaces that we needed for our mix. We had a family because Jose was married before. So we had 2 of his children from before, plus Isaac. So we just needed different rooms with different spaces, and we got it. And all of it's there. And so we focused on that for almost 2 years, focused on trying to find a new house that we wanted, that fit what we needed. And we were able to attract it to us. So paying attention to what you want, well, how are you thinking about it? How are you bringing it into your life? One of the really important things too is that before when I was talking about I was single for a really long time. Before I watched The Secret, if you haven't seen that yet, it's a movie just all about law of attraction. And I don't know when it came out, but it was years ago. And I read the book. I watched the movie recently. Actually, it's on Netflix if you want to check it out. I had been keeping a journal like my whole life, but my thoughts about meeting a partner were all in the negative. It was always like, why can't I meet somebody? Why is it like this? Why am I always meeting the wrong person? And it always went to the negative. I mean, I could go back and read them now, and it's just like negative, negative, negative. I'm going to be by myself forever. I'm going to be by myself in this apartment with my cats. And it just went to the negative constantly. And that's what I kept attracting until I figured out the like miracle or the secret. It's you have to flip your thoughts and you have to think of it in a new way. And you have to flip it to like the positive and pay attention to what you're thinking about and what do you want, not what don't you want. So make sure that you're doing that. All right, moving on. So creating the board. So you can do this several ways. So you can create this on paper form, which I have done and I've shown you. You can also do it on your phone, which I'm going to show you that in a second. You can also do it on your computer. You can do it either way. So creating the board, what you need to think about, and this can be whenever you're writing stuff out, is what categories do you want on your board? Do you want it to be about work, personal, your hobbies? Do you want to focus on financial stuff, leisure, health, your family, your partner? What are you focusing on this year for 2023? And then going back to the feelings, making sure you know exactly what feelings you want. And these are some of the ones I've thought about for this year that I really want for me. And that would be peace, excitement, love, calm, hope, contentment, happy, rested, and fit. Those are really important to me. Another one I should put on there is healthy. I mean, I really want to continue with my healthy eating. I don't know if that's really a feeling, but it kind of goes in there. So thinking about exactly what you want to focus on in regards to a category and then what feelings you want to go with it. And so getting this all down in your journal before you start will be really helpful because that's going to help you with your clarity of what you're going to want for this coming year. Okay, so what kind of board will you make? Are you going to make a hard copy, a desktop, phone screen, all of them? I did an example of a phone screen yesterday. I was going to show you guys. How did I do it? Oh, I know I did it. I did it on Canva. So if you don't have Canva, it's very, very cool, like website, and you can create almost anything on it. So I created a phone. I'll show you a phone. What's it called? Back screen. Okay. So let me share my screen really quickly. Okay, it's going to say Zoom at first, but I'm going to go to the Canva. All right, so here's my projects. All right, no, I don't want that. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is what I created yesterday just in Canva. And so there's tons of templates. So you just would type in here vision board for your phone, and they have all these different templates you can use. So for me, this is one of the things, this is my 2023, like my vision of what I want. Money, we need to really work on our finances. That's something Jose and I, we are a mess, and with our money mindsets, we're working on that. I would love to get a beach house. The teeth, so my husband's a periodontist, and so we really want to focus on getting these full arch cases that are really important, and he loves doing them. So this vision board I've created is for both of us in a way, because I really want to start bringing in some of his vision with mine, because it will help us then create a lot of the things that we want to do. I put another beach house in there. This picture right here is our family, because that's really important to me. My coaching business, I'm working on that still and doing group coaching. And then I have teeth here again, because it's really important right now. And then money, because those are the things that are really going to help us move forward. So that's one thing you can create. And there's tons of different templates that you can do. I'll show you. Hold on. That one's really cool. You can put resolutions and make it a screensaver. So you just like would type in here. And then you can see on the side all these like really cool ideas. Like this one's really nice too. And this has like a ton of pictures you can do. So you can see over here, there's so many to choose from. All right. So then I also created a desktop version. So you can go on here and do the exact same thing. I'll show you this one. So again, I have my money, which is important right now because we're working on getting that organized. That's my husband working on his dental stuff because I'm creating something for both of us together to create something for both of us to have and to move forward. My coaching I want to work on, and then my beach house. I still really wanting a beach house, and then family, because family is really, really important to me. And we are moving forward in a healthier way. And so I want to make sure we keep doing that. And then also my Facebook group is really important to me, and continuing all of that kind of stuff. So those are I have this on my computer backdrop right now, and then I have my phone one, and then I'm going to create the other one that I'm going to do with my friends. So usually I do not do all three like this, but I wanted to show you today so you could see that there's like a variety of ways to do this. The other thing I've learned this past year is that you can also do these monthly. This was harder for me, but this was actually a really cool idea that I got from a coaching program I was in. So basically the same thing you do on the backdrop with the computer screen I just showed you, instead of doing it yearly, you create one for each month, which I might do again. I might just leave this one up for a little bit that I just showed you. And then maybe in January or February, I might create a new one, but you can also do them monthly, and you can also go in and revise them. That's the other thing that I've done a lot with both my my hard copy and my computer ones, because I've done them on my computer too. So I'll go in and I add, like, this is my vision board I was showing you. I'll add things to it throughout the year. If I feel like I've accomplished something, I'll just add something over top of it. So you definitely can keep moving forward with it. It doesn't have to stay the same. You can add to it throughout the year. All right, so these are some apps and websites I think are really good. We have Canva, which I just showed you. Pinterest is another one that you can go on and you can play with pictures on there and find pictures of things you like and put them all in a folder. And you can use that as a way to create a vision board. Instagram, looking through profiles that you really like of maybe some influencers that you like. What are their lives like? What are some things you would like in your life that is similar? And then you can screenshot it and then print it out and post it on your vision board on the paper or put it on your desktop. Pic Collage is an app, and you can go through, I'll show you that really quickly. I've used Pic Collage. It looks like, hold on, let me make the screen bigger. So basically you can go in and put pictures and little things in there, and then you can put different photos or words or phrases or whatever you want. And it looks like they have a lot. I mean, they're really focused on doing this now. You can see that they have some vision board templates on here even for you to do. Like here's 2023. So Pic Collage is really good. Go back. Okay. So chat books. So I love chat books. I'm sure you've seen ads for it. If you're on Instagram ever or on Facebook, you can just look it up. Chat books is an app, and I've never used it for a vision board, but you could make a vision board book, right? So I've used it to create yearly memory books, and every year I'll go and create a memory book, and then I have it printed, and we just keep it on our coffee table. But you could also use it for a vision board. So you would just go in on your phone and then take pictures from or wherever, and you just add them, and then you can just get them to send it to you. So that'd be another fun way to create a vision board if you're techie. Things that you might need if you're going to do a paper one. So you would need magazines. I've saved all them. I'm so excited because I've saved all my magazines from this year. I have a pile in my closet for my little party that I'm having. And so tape, scissors, scrapbook paper, that's what I used for this. I took a piece of scrapbook stuff. I used to do scrapbooking, and that's how I made my vision board this last year. Google Images, if there's things that you want in your life and you don't have a picture of it, you can't find a picture, print it out on Google. You could also get that all sent to Staples and then have them print it for you. A printer, you need some glue. You could use old pictures of a time in your life you want back again, and you can put that on there. If you have old scrapbooks and there was things in there that you were like, I really want that to come back to my life, take things out of that and put that on your new vision board. All right. Okay. And then making sure that your photos, your quotes, I love quotes. I have tons of them on mine. colors, the themes, whatever you choose gives you joy and happiness. So this board should make you feel good every time you look at it. It should make you feel joyful, should make you feel happy. And so whatever colors you choose, words you use, fonts, any of that, make sure you pick things that make you feel good. That's the whole point of this. We're reframing, right? We're going from the negative to the positives. We're attracting things to us. Okay, so logistically, who are you going to do it with? By yourself, with your friends, family? When are you going to plan it out? When are you going to create it? Where are you going to do it? What supplies do you need? When is this happening? And then how often are you planning to do it? Once a year, once every month, every 6 months? I will say that to do this big vision board that I created took a few hours. We sat down, we talked, laughed, had fun, cut stuff out. It took me a few hours to do it. So I would block out some time, definitely, if you're going to do this project. And the most important thing is have fun with it. It will help you with your joy. It will bring you purpose, love, and then direction in your life. I'll stop sharing again. Wait, hold on. Stop. Okay, here I'm back. All right. So I hope this has been a helpful introduction to vision boards. I have loved doing them my entire life, or not entire life, but my adult life. I've done them for years. I think I was even going through an old scrapbook, and it wasn't called a vision board at the time, but I even created stuff like this in high school. I loved putting things on paper of things I wanted to achieve and do. So let me know how it works for you. If you've had anything manifest towards you and come to you, I would love to hear your story, because I think it's fascinating when it happens. And I love hearing the magic that has happened and you don't even realize. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great new year, and I will be around. I am planning to do a girls group coming up, more family coaching. So if you're interested in family coaching, make sure you contact me. And if you know anyone that's interested in that, make sure that they contact me. I'm so excited to start that in the new year again. And yeah, have a great new year. Bye.